Thank you, Renelle. My pleasure. Well, I didn't plan to go into this career. I'm sure I didn't even know what this career was. I began as a volunteer, like so many people do. I volunteered for United Way and a little theater group. And I found that no matter which career path I was on, and I was a journalist, a working journalist, and then I was a teacher, and then I was an educational administrator, it was the volunteer work that really just filled my sails. It was the wind beneath my wings. And I thought, my gosh, this is really enjoyable. And I made time for it. So when things changed in education in California and I lost my job, like so many did, I was with my friends from Stanford Development, and they said, have you ever thought of going into this professionally? And they gave me the confidence, and I was able to apply for a job where I was already known because of my Stanford work, a children's services organization. And honestly, Renelle, I've never looked back. It was without a doubt the best decision I ever made in my life. And it continues to bear harvest every year. Every time I think of how fortunate I have been to have been in this career, I am so grateful. Yes, indeed. Well, of all sectors that need to be looking at this, we are the ones. We are, after all, based in philanthropy, which is love of humankind. And recently I was chatting with a colleague who's on a national board, and they had just gone through some training in how they could be an instrument in helping to resolve the systemic racism in our society. And they shared with this board, and she shared with me, a metaphor, which is the groundwater and the fish. And it basically says if you see one fish floating in a pond, poor thing, and you say, I wonder what happened to the fish. We'll have to see what's wrong with the fish. But if you see more and more, and finally you come out and the lake is filled with floating fish, then you know it's not the fish, it's the water. And so you have to figure out what is wrong with the water. And that's what we're going to do now. I am so heartened because, for instance, the board that I'm on, Philharmonia Baroque Orchestra and Chorale, we're having training in this in early December from a professional who's coming out from the Symphony Orchestra League. So I see this in organizations. We can do it because we are the only sector that is founded on the idea of love of humankind. Well, it was a surprise, and I am so honored. And what it means is that I'm not done yet. And I'm not going to retire and say, oh, well, I guess I made it. Instead, it has renewed my energy to keep on with what I do. And mostly now, a lot of the time that I spend is mentoring young people, particularly women, who are coming along in the profession. And I want to give back everything that I can. And that's really what this Lifetime Achievement Award means to me. It means I'm going to keep on keeping on, and that I want to give back as much as I have been given. Thank you so much. And thank you to all my colleagues who have supported me over the years. You mean the world to me. You are the world to me. So thank you.